welcome back to the GSTL. Right now, Fnatic is in dire straits.
I'm trying to get a coffee and I'm trying to make my way back, and I hear that we are going live again. And suddenly, there are Koreans popping up in front of me everywhere, blocking my way and jumping to my path, and I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah, I actually...
The studio is really full today.
It is full, man. I got a coffee earlier. I was prepared, but
I got so smart.
I got attacked by people wanting signatures on my way back, so I had to dodge them. And then one guy was really persistent, so I signed really quickly with my signature that's terrible, and then sat down right in time.
So, Zerg versus Pennant, that's the story right now, as Fnatic is down a game. And Entombed Valley is the next map. Rain choosing the map against Zerg. And Rain is a player, you said that currently he really likes the late game, but Rain is also a player who really knows about all the cheeses that are out there. A player who sometimes can hit hard in the early game, a lot of variety in his game style. Let's find out what he has what he has in mind in Entombed Valley against his opponent.
Sponsored by Hot 6.
Fnatic game, Fnatic team, they are down one map. Starting to the bottom left is the player in the red. Yep, starting as a Terran, the one and only.
Fnatic late call, lane!
There he is.
He's a
TSL player just like Elias. Sorry.
He has a pretty good English.
He does, actually.
That's one thing that we have always to point out a little bit, because it's really rare in Korea that one of the players speaks decent English. It's a little bit weird to say to most people probably, but still.
And at the top left, our player from the team, MVP, currently taking a win against Moon last game. His ID is...
MVP! Sniper!
Well, it's true. If you live in a Korean pro gaming house, you're not studying English, so it's a little bit difficult to learn.
It's just... I mean, I think for you as a native speaker, it's a little bit different. But when I, for example, when I go to a country, and especially when I travel throughout Europe, and I go to maybe France or to Italy, usually the problem that you have is that a lot of the people that are a little bit older, they don't speak English. They might be able to understand you, but the English is kind of bad. But they, as they teach English in school, if you talk to younger people, most of them have a really good English, and that's kind of how you can communicate. So when I came to Korea, this is actually exactly what I expected.
Infested Kangaroo versus Koala Templar. I don't know if that... Wow.
I can already tell you how this fight is going to go.
Who's
going to know? This is obvious.
What, feedback?
No,
but he can't kill him with feedback.
No. The Infested Kangaroo is going to win, easy peasy. The Bloody Koala is sleeping 12 or even 16 hours a day. He will be asleep. The Kangaroo will sneak up on it and like BAM!
Well, what if he feedbacks him? What if the Infested Kangaroo has too much energy and he gets feedbacked?
It doesn't get feedbacked because the Koala is sleeping anyways.
I guess so. He's just gonna break the tree branch that he's sleeping on. It's gonna be the end
I'm
of it.
serious. You go to Australia and you want to watch your first koala, and then you see one and you're like, oh my god, you're so cute. Could you please move? And the koala is like, nah. I am not moving. 5 more minutes. Well, let me think about that and make that 5 hours. Well, no, but that's exactly how it works. But yeah, as I said, Rain has a really pretty decent English, which is important to his team as well, because he's actually translating quite often.
Yeah,
if they, for example, attend an online tournament where the rules are in English, he's one of the players, one of the people that they go to in order to translate.
You know, we have a Command Center first. Double Queen's coming out here. It's going to put him... it's just his first 2 Queens. He's got a gas up as well before 3rd. I was thinking about... We talked about IDs earlier, and I was actually thinking about this. I think about this quite often because I think some of the IDs we had from the GSL Open Season 1 to 3 are hilarious. I'm not going to mention any of them right now. I want people to tweet at us, at Caldor and at ProxyWolf, what their favorite ideas that they think is funny from Open Season 1 to 3 only. Even if that player still is in the GSL, that's fine, but there were some funny ideas of players that are not in the GSL anymore.
We have Sniper with a Roach Run, as you say that, and a 3rd command center for Rain. This could, with this openings, if Sniper is going for a Roach Baneling attack right now, he will be in the perfect position to take this game.
Yeah, it's everything is lining up for him perfectly here.
If you start this push, there are two things you're afraid of. You're afraid of Marauders and you're afraid of Siege Tanks. Siege Tanks in particular. So if you attack with this, you will have a huge problem. There are the Roaches, but we don't see the Banelingness. This is not going to be a Roach Baneling attack. This is just a Baneling pressure build that he's executing here. He doesn't have enough gas. He doesn't have enough drones to make it work, but this still does damage, and he does a fair amount of it. Oh, but he needs to take down the... Awesome. Oh my god, this is so brilliant for Sniper. He takes down the Scout and Rain. He has no clue.
But he saw the gas, and he's actually made 2 bunkers. He's not cutting any corners here, and I really like this. Whenever you see a gas, the threat is there, and he is going to be 100% fine. His Marine count only at 7, so he will have to repair 2, and we'll lose some SCVs, but it could have been a lot worse for him. Look at that. Already 3 Marines in each bunker. The SCVs are right there. If they're not pulled to repair, he's going to be in trouble. He's checking again for the 3rd base, and when he sees no 3rd base, he'll probably pull the SCVs.
He has to do it. I mean, he has to get SCVs near there.
There we go. He's going to try to run by potentially here. Nice. Pulls the Marines out of the 2nd bunker and targets with them. Losing several SCVs already, and this is exactly what this is here to accomplish. It's not to end the game or to kill Marines, but just to kill SCVs, and it has already done a decent job.
Yeah, he killed so many already. He killed 9 workers, and this was really, really worth it. Even though right now, if you look at the resources lost, they are kind of even, but you have to consider that he has to reproduce all these SCVs. It's not only about the 50 minerals per SCV, it's actually about the mining time that he loses.
Yeah. He lost a lot of mining time, even pulled his mules temporarily there, lost a little bit of that. Banshee is on the way as a follow-up as he takes the 3rd, and he will actually be able to block this base. He's going to do it with a depot.
Yep. Easy peasy. But very nice opening for Sniper.
What are your thoughts as a Zerg player? You know, I prefer the eBay block, even though it costs a little bit more money. It builds faster, and you don't lose that much more with the cancel. If you're gonna block, if you're gonna commit to this, I think the eBay is better. It's bigger, so it's harder to make on the spot if there's a drone with you. So maybe that was the choice. I just really like the eBay instead.
I think in the end it does not really is that much of a big of difference. I think the eBay is the better choice here, but both of them are really pretty annoying, and you will not, with a 3rd base you're not getting that much time, but as a Zerg, it's, as you pointed out earlier, it's not really that much of a problem if your 3rd base gets blocked. If you are able to sneak in before it's your natural, then it's a little bit more annoying, but then you have you're also aware that the Terran player is delaying his own orbital, for example, by quite a bit in order to achieve it.
Yep, and 1-1 upgrades on the way. A little bit faster for Rain than for Zerg opponent Sniper. He's actually hided it, man. He hided those Banshees, and they're going to come out late.
That's
but they're going to be
I could have
surprise.
said. I can get away with it. I'm not a native speaker.
Well, you practically are at this point, man. Your English is so good. Really impressive.
I'm blushing.
Like, it's so good, man. What?
And, well, right now with the game, the opening that we had by Sniper, with all the SCVs that he killed, the main question when you start with this Roach push is are you able to do enough damage? And he did. He also saved his Roaches, so there was no opening for Rain to just kind of counter-attack or to get a couple of, well let's say just in Hellions to get in. He started to transition into this build where he uses some Banshees, but Sniper is doing a very, very decent job here, and he already has the creep kind of spread outside of his base. He sees this, but that is well done. I like this. I like this.
Yeah, now he's down to only 2 Queens, and they're 2 Banshees versus 2 Queens. The Banshees will win. He doesn't know that, but he can scan and kill creep. He can kill a lot of drones at the 3rd, and potentially the Queen there. Oh, this is actually really, really bad for a Zerg player. He's forced to make Spore Crawlers as well. And he actually, if he wants to, can just avoid the Spore and hit this Queen. Here he goes. Overseer coming over here, but that's not even important. Nice micro on the Queen. He may save it. No, I don't think so. He's, well, okay.
Nice.
And of course, well 2 Banshees can one-shot drones together.
Sniper had a lead, but Fnatic Rain is coming back into this, and with a bang.
Oh, well, he can actually kill, well, gets that 1 Queen, no! Nice, but he saves the Banshee as well.
The thing is, earlier the supply lead in the workers was quite significant for Sniper because of the early aggression, because of the SCVs that he killed. But Rain was able to get back into this. He has now already, he's seen the Spire, he knows about the potential of Mutalisk coming to take him down. He gets the turrets, and he has a lead in the Harvest account in addition to the 3 mules that he can command. So
and he's got the base at the 3rd base location.
His tech too. So this is great for Rain now, even though he had a problem early on defending against these roaches.
Right.
It was really the follow watch is really well done. What he did after this, all the decisions that he made were just spot on.
I'm impressed by everything he's doing, except that he's missed his timing for his 3 or for his 2-2. He's had the armor for a while. He didn't start it. Mutas here are actually finding a sweet spot where they can hit the refinery. Got to be careful though. There's a lot of Marines. Oh, nice. Gets out 2 Mutas severely injured, but they get out okay.
You only have the armory. Did he build it by now?
Yeah, he had it for a really long time. He just hasn't used it yet.
Huh.
That's a little bit disappointing. He probably thinks he already started, and this happens quite a bit. Not only to amateurs, but to pro gamers as well. When you're so focused on everything else, you just think to yourself, all right, my 2-2's going right now, but it's not.
If he really assumes that he's getting the upgrades right now, this is going to be a big problem for him. This is going to be a really big problem, because then he will wait for a long time until he finally starts +2/+2. And we are already at the 30-minute mark. Here we go. +1 armor has been started, cancelled, and then he... Did he really just cancel, start armor, cancel it, start attack, and then start armor again?
Yeah, he actually, you know, I spoke to him about this. He likes to have armor first on the production tab in front of the +2. I'm totally joking. He wants armor to show up first on the production tab, man. He thinks it's more aesthetically pleasing. That's the only reason I could think of ever switching those like that. This
you should have seen my face right now. I looked at Wolf with his like, what? I'm like, really?
He's really OCD about it, yeah. The Zerling was patrolling. I don't think he saw the drop, though, unfortunately. So a good idea, but it didn't work out. He's even going to miss it with the Overlord, so just the perfect storm of battle over here. But this attack could be fearsome. All the Marines here are very low on hit points. He has to be very careful. Baneling speed is not done yet, so it's a gamble whether or not he wants to attack off creep.
He should move back. I mean, the siege tanks, they are sieged up on the high ground. But I love how... Look how well Rain defends here, and he has the Thors as well. And Sniper, he really wants to attack. He really wants to move in right now. And there are not too many tanks at the 3rd. That's the only problem that I have now.
And the tanks are on siege in the middle. The Banelings are coming in on another angle. He's trying to get them back down.
Wow, he snipes all of them.
Yeah, great trade there for Rain.
Rain is playing amazing here. He has the Thors now. He has the Thors, he has the tanks. The Thors will be so important as soon as he moves out, because the Marines can't babysit the siege tank the entire time. So Thors with a huge range and the splash against the Mutalisk is so important.
He's going for another attack in the center as well here at the 4th base. He's forced to cancel on one of those extractors. He will lose the medevac, but it forces his opponent back. And during this, he kills creep in the center. He's taking control of the watchtower. He's going to get this queen as well. He's everywhere at once, and you're right, man. He's playing phenomenally. His 2-2 is about to finish. His opponent got +2 for his service, but not Carapace.
And there are no infestors. He doesn't have any infestors. He's completely relying on his speed, on his flanks. And as long as... What is important for Rain now is that he scans. He needs to know exactly when his opponent attacks, and he doesn't. Here comes the army of MVP Sniper. No siege up for Rain. He's too late with it, and he's suddenly losing everything. This is exactly what we just mentioned. The position is so important, and if you don't scan ahead and you don't know when your opponent is moving in, then you might just lose the entire force, and Rain did.
Yeah, that was disastrous. Now, at this point, he can actually add infestors into the composition. He already has a pathogen glands upgrade. He hasn't made any infestors yet, but he should, he can, and he will. He's going to attack this location at the south, but it is a planetary. He's not actually going to be able to fight here, especially because a few more Marines come around. Is he actually going to try for it? Well, with this amount of banelings, if he wants to target it, he can. I didn't think he was going to go for this, and Rain is forced back. He will lose the planetary, and he saves all the Banelings.
25 kills, but he saves the Banelings, and he certainly has the economy to compensate for this.
Yeah, certainly. Even losing a few Banelings on his way back. Whoa, bit of a pathing mistake there, but in the end, well done.
It was just this one engagement. Sniper saw that his opponent was using the tanks, was moving in with them, and he chose the perfect timing. For Rain, it was disastrous. He had a really good force, a really good force. He could have killed it. He could have actually killed at least the 4th if he moved into a good position and sieged up, spread his tanks and marines as well. But then suddenly everything's clumped up. He unsieged the tanks and Sniper moves in, takes him down. So Rain is now down in supply and in a very peculiar situation.
Yeah, the 5th base is going up, but he will spot that with his drop. He may even take it out.
Drop play coming in.
I am really impressed. Here's that drop that you just mentioned. Oh, he's moving out. I'm really impressed by how much creep denial Rain has done. Look at how far the creep has been pushed back. It's going around the left side, but that's not as important. He's going right for this hatchery with +2 on these units. He will force a cancel.
And he's going right at defense with his entire army, so this gives Fnatic Rain the chance to move in a little bit closer, sieging up once again, just closing a bit more of the distance that he has to kill until he arrives at the 4th base.
He just keeps sending these small groups of Marines forward, and right now the Ultras are on the way. He's got the Infestors out, a total of, I believe, 5 right now, and he sends another group of 4 forward, trying to target down Banelings, Infestors, whatever he can, baiting the Banelings in as well to the Siege Tank fire. Great late game control here by Rain. 3-3 is on its way. He's about to have +3 weapons. Taking out this Extractor, yeah, the Ultralisk and the Fungals are going to be so crucial in this fight.
He moves in. Where's the stim? There's no stim. There it is. And now here come the Fungals as well. This very well split, and this is the best engagement that Rain could hope for. But still, it is not enough for him to to take down this army.
Yeah, now he's 50 supply down. His 4th base has been retaken. He's not made it a planetary nor an orbital. He just dropped about 6 mules there.
The tides have turned earlier before the first engagement. Rain had the better bank. He had a lot of resources banked up, but now it's the other way around. Rain has to win a fight by a huge margin in order to come back into this game, because he needs to make sure that Sniper has to use his entire banked up resources to remax, and this is looking grim for Fnatic.
No siege tank upgrades whatsoever, by the way, for our Terran player. He's only got the +3 for his bio. I said he's 3 through his finishing, but actually he didn't start +3 armor. Upgrades have been something he's been neglecting a little bit in this game. This planetary has been remade. He looks like he's going to harass it a little bit with these mules. There's no turrets in play. He's going to force these Marines to stim a little bit. He's going to force the mules off the line that are oh so important right now. Actually, he defends right away. Take it back.
His defense is really the one thing that he can count on.
Yeah,
every single time, how he sets up his units and how he engages this army, how he tries to bait them in, that's what really makes Rain work. I have to say, if you would combine Rain and Alive and you would just morph them into one unit...
Oh my god. The Terran Archon of amazingness could be found. Well, this is a lot of hesitation from our Zerg player, and the Baneling hits are not as good as they could be, but a ton of Ultra damage being done, as well as Baneling hits on those SCVs. Look at the supply even up, though. He's got to be careful with how he uses these last Ultralisks.
We have 150 supply against 115. Another Zerg base dies though, and this is so important. This is the same thing that we saw by Alive. He always tries to make sure that his opponent does not get ahead in economy, and this is his lifeline. He lost his 4th base, but he has orbitals. He can just fly them over, and that's exactly what he does. The Marines get killed, but the damage has been done.
3 more Ultralisks on the way. The worker count 56 to 69 in favor of our Zerg. And he needs the money so badly. He's lost so many mules. He lost a ton of SCVs. This base, like you said, has been lifted from the main. He's sending it back over to the 4th, but he needs it now. He can't wait for it to float over there, but that's what he has to hope for. He's continuing to do this drop play, but he's losing unit after unit. Very expensive units to replace as well. Medevac's going down. He's got to be so careful with how he engages every fight. He's consistently, though, pushed the creep back. It has not really been remade. It's just now being pushed back in fact. So down on supply right now. He needs to remax ASAP. And this orbital that he moved is not a planetary. Like I said, it's an orbital.
It gives him the chance to lift it, but that's all that he can do, and he needs to lift it right away, and he does. But the 2 dropships, they are moving in. And Sniper, he's really waiting for a good opportunity to take this.
Oh, he's going to lose his hatchery, though, to this drop. 100%. There's no units nearby. They're way at the bottom, and it's just now been made. There's just a few Zerglings here, but that's not going to be enough. This is very Marauder heavy. If he targets, he didn't target last time. He's not targeting now, and this huge Ultralisk force with Banelings coming in, but nice targeting by Rain.
That's it very well. The nice fungal hits, though. The Marines
that was so sick. He came in from the side.
Here we go. More siege tanks, but so many Ultralisks. A nice split. I love how Rain sets up his units, but the army supply is in favor of Sniper. He has this huge force. He's trying to break through, takes down the bunker, moves in from every single angle available. And this is looking great for Sniper, but Rain takes down another base with his army that we have to the top left.
Rain has crippled his economy, but can he stop this army? It looks like the answer is no, as the supply falls down to 40. GG! Rain doing everything he could in the late game, trying to shut down his opponent's economy, but the engagements one after the other was so good. Did you see that Infestor sneak around the north and get that fungal off? That was amazing play, great positioning by Sniper, and he's only got one player left to kill to secure the win.
Sniper is like, oops, I did it again. Took down another one.
Pulling a Britney Spears, man.
Player number 3, one left. And of course there's another shirt.
He was like, oh, who should I give this to? He like gives it to Oz. Oz is like, what? Is he gonna give it to me? No. I'm like, I already got one from G. It's fine. Thank you though.
Wolf was so hoping that he would actually get a shirt.
I was actually a little. I was like, well, this is a little bit weird. I'm a commentator.
Unbelievable.
Oh, well.
Okay. Bjol. I'm calling Bjol.
It's got to be Bjol, man.
It's got to be another ZVZ. But,
he's got a long road ahead of him. 3 players to beat, including Dongrigu at the end of the line. Sniper, Dongrigu, and Keen. You said it earlier, and I don't think you could be any more correct.
Ohana is going to be the next map. That is already a given, but we don't know exactly who the player is going to be.
Usually, Ohana lends to ZVZs. We've seen a lot of ZVZs on this map. Well, we've seen a lot of ZVZs on every map, but I think a ZVZ on this map is a pretty good choice, and it also does not put him in a position where it's clearly not a Protoss. Why would you pick this map as a Protoss against a Zerg when you're the last player for your team? Not a good choice. It's going to be Atlantis Spaceship left, and what's the last one?
Atlantis Spaceship.
And Muspelheim.
Muspelheim, exactly. Those are the maps that are still left.
ZVZ on Muspelheim has been a good map for Bjol in the past. I think it's got to be him.
He's
Stand
sitting,
up and show us.
to the
There
top left. That is.
No Ares today. Bjol coming out. He's taken out amazing players in the past. Even Finale looking nervous. He's like, "Wait, I'm already out, but I'm scared." Lerner's like, no, don't be scared. I got this.
Oh, look, he stole the Hot 6. There it is.
Oh, it's him, man. How does he know about my private refrigerator I have here? That is a little bit weird.
We'll take him down during the next break, Wolf.
Oh, absolutely so.
If you have a Hitman and a Dire Wolf, nobody is safe.
By the way, I don't know exactly where it is that you posted somewhere on the forums, this picture of you enjoying the Hot 6 tournaments that we have here, so our sponsor can enjoy that.
Oh, by the way.
Yeah, go on. You look so
No, I just remembered something.
Did you have an epiphany?
No. Just complete your thought.
Well, anyway, there's that contest you guys know about. Participate in it. Now, go.
I actually don't. Tell me again.
Okay, so there's a contest right now where you submit photo of yourself watching the GSL, and it may be shown on screen. Later on, the winner of the contest picture will be put up on stream. So if you submit a really cool image, I don't know if it has to be a photograph. It could also be a drawing, I suppose. Submit those. Go to GOMTV.net, go to the forum page, and find out exactly where it is you're supposed to upload that.
The one thing that you can also do, you can check it out at GOMTV.net. When you click at the forum, it's actually the first thread. There's currently a trial period that you can go for.
Yeah, indeed. If you go ahead and look at this trial, you can basically get everything you would ever have on a premium service during a 3-day period.
And if you want to have all the details, just go to GOMTV.net, click on forum, and it's the first thread. It's like free trial for the monthly subscription. The monthly subscriptions will actually give you all the content, especially for 2012. So if you get it, then you can access all the VODs. Everything. This includes GSL, GSTL, Code S, Code A, everything you can think of. It's actually amazing. It's a free trial period that I think it's going, the whole thing is going on to the 7th of July.
Yep, so you got about 8 days left
to check it out, to give it a go. Remember, if you don't want to subscribe after this, you have to cancel it again, but definitely check it out. It's, in my opinion, it's so worth it. The GSL supply StarCraft fans throughout the world with the best league, the best games ever. We have the players in the studio here. This is simply amazing.